Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Foxtrot, the flight training device that I built here at home. Hope everyone is having a decent Monday so far. It's my first day back at work from a long vacation, and it was certainly my first day back at work. I'm upset about that. We are going to be back here in X-Plane 12 this evening, just continuing just getting the feel for the 172 here in X-Plane 12, the default 172. Gonna do some moderate air work, slow flight, some power on stalls, power off stalls. Might even try and get a stall spin in there. So it should be fun. I'm gonna check out some local airports, some additional airports that are around the area. But nothing I'm hoping for some decent weather that we can at least get up high enough to do this stall spin. I want to get up to about 6,000 feet before I attempt this. I don't know how much altitude I'm going to lose and how much is going to be needed to recover. Ground level around here is about 1,000 feet. It gives about 5,000 feet to play with. So without any further ado, it's not a whole lot to pre-flight today. WestJet, hello. Sorry I didn't get to see your message earlier there. Welcome, buddy. No, that is simply just all the local airports that I did here around my home airport. We're gonna hit some of those. We're not gonna hit all of them. All I did is I threw them all in there. But yeah, looking at it now, it's definitely one heck of a flight plan. We if we were to make it a big circle, we could probably hit them all in a couple hours. But yeah, right as it stands right now, in that order, certainly no way. But definitely would be one interesting flight plan, that's for sure. So we are back in the 172 at the Morrow County Airport. Scenery wise, we are using ortho, just standard ortho from Ortho for XP. Using the ARC imagery, same ortho I used for X-Plane 11, same overlays, and we've got the new SimHaven vegetation library, and that's about it. The trees are not in the most accurate of places. Right now, I'm more concerned about how it flies, making sure that it flies stable, making sure that at least marginal VFR weather is gonna give us a decent frame rate, that sort of thing. So that's the plan. This is a 720. Yep. So let's head on over to the aircraft. I'll see you over there in just a couple minutes.
Well, glad to see you made it. It was a bit of a walk this time. I went ahead and resumped the wings just to check for any additional moisture in the fuel, since it did sit overnight and it's been raining quite a bit. But fuel looks good. No adverse moisture to be concerned about. Walk around was already done. Flight controls, we already checked those on the outside, so we can move right along here and make sure we have the appropriate checklist. 172 Sierra Papa, that is what we're in. Exterior, walk around, all that stuff's already been done. Let's go ahead and double check our fuel quantity. Right, fuel looks good. Both wings are full. Almost 7 hours of flight time. Okay. Passenger brief. Well, we're going to be doing some air work in the 172 tricycle gear, and if time permits, I want to try and build the float plane, the 172 float plane, and get it working in here as well. Now that I've got the tricycle gear kind of figured out, expediting for the float plane conversion and things should not be too terrible. Circuit breakers are all in. Alternate static is in. Okay. Takt time is 1.8 in this new airplane. We'll just call it a new power plant. And our hops time is 519er. .6. And then 1.8 on the tack. Okay. Where was I at? Hobbs takt time. Alright, our interior checklist is done. We'll move right along to our start checklist here. Seat and track. Let's get scooted up here so I can reach the flight controls, rudder pedals. Alright. Avionics are off. Autopilot is off currently. Throttle's going in a quarter. Mixture is full lean. Brakes on. Clear prop. Looks clear on the left. Looks clear on the right. Clear in front. Alright. Master's gonna go on. Beacon on. And mixture's gonna go to full rich. And max the start. Clear. Alright. The Kringland, welcome aboard, and thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Alright, we do have engine rotation, oil pressure's in the green. I'm gonna hang out here for our oil temperature to come up. Suction looks good. Let's turn our landing light on for safety. And fuel gauges are reading accurate based on our visual. question is, how did I do the windows on the side? I mean, it's a full enclosure. There's a lot I can go into. If you want to check out the About section, it's got a lot of detail in there. But it's essentially, they're essentially doors. There I have displays that are mounted in each side, and they're just doors that will open up, just like a traditional Cessna. And then, like a traditional Cessna, most of them are stuck. You have to kind of pull them up to get them shut. They're essentially just 32-inch IPS monitors mounted in the mounted inside the enclosure there. How are we looking out? Oh, temperature's coming up still. We're almost there. Well, I appreciate that, Greenland. It's definitely been a labor of love over the last decade or so. Avionics going on. Seamus Malarkey, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow as well. Alright, local weather. We are using live weather here in X-Plane 12. We do not have a METAR station here at Moyle County. Our closest station is over at Marion. That's Mike November. We also know that in the real world we wouldn't be able to pull that information here on the ground because that is a VHF radio and it does require line of sight. But through the magic of simulation, I am just going to go ahead and put that ATIS frequency right here in COM2 and get that.
Automated weather observation. Marion Municipal weather. Wind 260 degrees at 6 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky conditions broken at 5,500. Temperature 20.8. Altimeter 2985.
260 at 6. So naturally we're going to take runway 28 for our departure.
Automated weather observation. Marion Municipal weather. Wind 260 degrees at 6 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky conditions broken at 5,500. Temperature 20.8. Altimeter 2985.
Alright. 2985 puts us at our field elevation here at 4 Indian Niner, so we do have some valid weather information. Our marginal VFR right now. The frame rate right around 25, 26. And the oil temperature has come up that I'm comfortable enough to go ahead and taxi along here. Let's make sure that we are not missing anything on our pre-taxi checklist. We do have our landing light on for safety. Seat belts, it's a good idea. Let's go ahead and get those on. Alright, seat belts on. Flaps are up. Alright, flaps are working. And let's go ahead and connect to VATSIM for posterity. Center, Chicago Center. We're not going to benefit from those services currently. We're on Unicom. Park and brake off. Manual brake check. There it is. Alright. I keep talking about Sparks Fly, the company here at Morrow County that offers airplane rides. The owner is working on his CFI, and he posted a video of a stall spin. So I inquired about how to execute something like that. So that is one of the things we are going to attempt. And again, all of the airports that we are going to be hitting and landing at today, they're all my my airport designs as well. And if you have, X-Plane 12 already, you've got them. If you've got 11.55, you won't have them unless you download the Global Airport Update from the xplane.org forum, which I highly recommend anybody on X-Plane 11 download that Global Airport Update anyway. That gives you the latest and greatest 3D scenery. It's kind of like getting another .NET or another dot release. Morrow County traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, taxiing runway 28 Morrow County. We're going to head east, check out some fields over there. We're probably going to hit Wynkoop and possibly head over to Gorman up by Mansfield. What am I missing here? Heading indicator to compass, did I get that? That looks good. Unicom, we're good there. Alright, we're gonna spin around here and do a run up. Run up checklist, brakes are on, fuels on both. Trim is set for takeoff. Flight controls. Flight control is good. Down on the left, up on the right. Up, down on the right, up on the left. Elevator, rudder, fail responsive. Okay. Mixtures and best power, nothing on the annunciator panel. 1800, here we go. Left mag, there's our drop. Right mag, there's our drop. Suctions in the green, oil temperature and oil pressure both look good. Got good manifold pressure, good fuel flow. Alright, let's go ahead and idle back. Let's check that friction lock. Feels a little bit loose there. That's a bit better. Alright, we'll spin right back around. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Alright. It's clear on the left.
Too slow.
Clear
Approaching
on the
runway
right.
28.
Morrow County traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot is taking runway 28, going to be making a left downwind departure to the east, Morrow County.
Enter
Strobes
runway
going
28.
on.
3,400 feet remaining.
Let's grab that center line. Full power. Watch the rudder there. Something I'm gonna have to get used to in this new flight model. Airspeed's alive, let's rotate. Alright, there she is, positive climb rate. Everything is still in the green. Let's go ahead and call it a go. We're about out of runway. Feet, we'll make our crosswind turn about 700 AGL. It's going to put us right around 1,700 feet or so. That's close enough. Morrow County traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, airborne off of 28 and left crosswind, Morrow County. Right on into our downwind. Currently, there's no ATC coverage here in Indy Center right now, which is where I'm at. I don't think anybody else has popped on. Chicago Center, Jacksonville, and Atlanta Center, neither of which we can benefit from currently. So, no, we're on Unicom right now. Morrow County traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, left downwind 28 Morrow County. We're about to be in the numbers if we were going to stay here in the pattern. Morrow County traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot is departing the pattern to the east. Last call, Morrow County. Alright, let's get up to 3,000 feet. We'll do some clearing turns and we'll try some slow flight. Let's see how that works out. Power to full. Let's climb up at PY, about 70 knots or so. We want 3,000, let's get there. More right rudder into climb. There it is. Now I don't feel so crooked. Yes, I am on connected to VATSIM currently. Classified NV, welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard, Felicity. Doing some air work here in Central Ohio. Alright, there's our 3,000 feet. That's good enough to do some slow flight and some steep turns. And then when we try this stall spin, we're going to climb up to about 6,000. Keep those NG. Welcome back, buddy. Yes, WestJet. We're going to try some spin. We're going to try and get our 172 to spin here in a little bit. Classified NG. Thank you. Welcome aboard. To keep those NG. Yes, I did try MSFS. I tried it twice. I streamed it one time. I tried it again offline. Both yielded in very horrible results from my system. It's just, I don't know, it just wasn't powerful enough to run all three. And even on the lower settings, it's just difficult for me. The other issue is, and this is my personal preference, please do not take this as me trying to, degrade anything like that. But when I went to assign my carb heat function inside MSFS, the parameter, the option to do so, it wasn't there. Carb heat just wasn't there. So I inquired around, and everyone said, well, just use the anti-icing function. Well, I don't see necessarily anti-icing and carb heat as the same thing. Other people argue that it does. So that is why I stay away from it. I run a full hardware setup. I want to be able to assign everything to its own specific function. I don't want to share functions across systems. Yeah. So. Alright, slow flight. And that's the only reason why. If I didn't have the desire to tie in so much hardware, then sure. But again, the other caveat is my system just, in general, from a graphics standpoint, just had a hard time running it. Whereas here, even in 12, I'm still pulling 24 FPS versus, the 15 or 16 I was getting in multi-monitor with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The Sierra Papa does not have carb heat. It is a fuel-injected bird. The carb heat is more for the X-Plane 11 172 November model. But it is here. The hardware is here to utilize. And alright, here we go, slow flight. Where are we at? We're on our white arc. Alright, all of it. Let's just get it all in. All the flaps, pull all the power out. Let's add some power back in now.
Check AOA.
Then we're gonna trim for this. A little more power, pitch power trim.
Caution. Too slow. Caution.
A little more power. There's our stall. Come on, baby. Teetering on that stall horn.
Caution. Too slow. Caution. Too slow.
Alright, let's recover from this.
Too slow.
Full power. Don't bubble up. Alright, let's go ahead and take one notch of flaps out. And then let's go ahead. That second notch, we're almost better than 80. Let's pull them all out now. And now I'm gonna be way trimmed down. So slow flight characteristics seem to do alright. And let's see, that's not the lake we want. We need to head towards Charles Mill Lake. We'll do some steep turns where we're at 3,000 feet, and we'll do some 60-degree turns to the left, 60-degree turns to the right. Let's see. Clearing turns. We'll do some clearing turns before we do our actual steep 360 turns. Let's lift our wing to the left. Let's clear. And then while my right wing is lifted, I'm just going to take a glance that way, and then we're going to do another 90-degree back to the right. Okay. Didn't see any traffic, and I'm not observing anything on our ADS-B here, so we should be good to go. Alright, 60. Yep, we'll go for 60. 60 degrees to the left. Here we go. And we're going to go for 360 degrees around at 60 degrees. don't know if we'll be able to get there. Yeah. We went past 360. We'll go around twice. Not quite 60, that's maybe 45 to 50. We'll roll out. We'll try it to the right this time. So, 20, 30. Alright, so yeah, we can get 60. Alright, it's clear. 60 degree, 360 turn to the right. Here we go. Quite there, we're at 45, 50, 55. Let's make it a 45 degree. And we're going to roll back out on the north heading. Steep turns are fun. Stalls can be fun. Sometimes you get that roller coaster feeling in your stomach there. Alright, traffic showed up 4,500 feet above. Won't be a factor. So we'll head over here to Gorman. And probably do a touch and go there. Actually, you know what, before we do that, alright, we'll do our touch and go first before we do our stall spin, just in case we don't survive our stall spin. Gorman is a privately owned grass strip just west of Charles Mill Lake, which is just east of Mansfield, Ohio. It's got a really fun approach because it's kind of tucked down in between. It's surrounded by woods. We're not going to experience it the best because the trees are not going to be in the most accurate place. But we're gonna go down there. And do a touch and go. Our winds were favoring out of the west before. Let's see if we can grab Mansfield to aid us. Oh. It doesn't have it listed there, does it? One 125.3.
Mansfield Lam Regional Information Charlie 1830 Zulu arriving runway 23 departing runway 23 weather wind 240 degrees at 9 knots visibility more than 10 miles sky conditions few at 4,400 scattered at 5,500 temperature 18 dew point 8 altimeter 2985.
Alright, so our winds are still out of the west.
$500.
Well, let's see if I can find where it's at. There may be trees on top of it.
Check AOA.
That should be it right there. Tell you what, we're gonna do an inspection pass just to make sure that we're looking at the right airfield. Where is this airport at? It's pretty bad when I can't find it and I put it there. Alright, there's the lake. Alright, according to our GPS, I'm right on top of it, just about. So it's either covered up by trees, or just simply not here. Why? That's interesting.
Check AOA. Caution, too slow.
Alright, so that airport apparently
Caution, too
is
slow.
not in this mesh for some reason. I didn't see it where it was supposed to be.
Traffic, 9 o'clock, 1 mile, 100 feet above. Traffic, 5 o'clock, half mile, 300 feet above.
Yeah. Holy crap. Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. Alright, it was hidden, like I thought. Holy crap.
Check AOA. Check AOA.
Yeah,
Check AOA.
interesting. Did y'all see that? Alright, yep, there it is, still hidden in the trees. Hidden in the trees. Gorman traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot just crossed over midfield. Gonna join the left downwind for 2-1 Gorman. Yeah, I think I just got underflown. Let's get up. Gorman traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, left base rolling in to final 2-1. Touch and go, Gorman. Flying a little bit close for comfort.
Traffic, 4
I have
o'clock,
no
1
idea.
mile,
There's 2 of them that were just
1,100
buzzing
feet
around
above.
me. Flaps 2. Yep, hidden in the trees here.
Check AOA. Caution, too slow.
Hey, we crashed. How about that? A little bit low, apparently. Alright, let's just see something here. So, looks like it went ahead and started us right back up here. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and fix all systems just to be on the safe side. Apply those changes.
Check AOA.
Interesting. Park break off. Before we go too far, we need to adjust our fuel again.
Check AOA.
And apparently an A330 just crashed into us, huh? Oh, that's him. Gorman traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, back taxi 21, Gorman. Let's see, are we still connected to Bat Sam here? Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure what those other two who were flying about were trying to accomplish. It is what it is at this point. Gorman traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, taking runway 21. Okay, the bull is... Marshall Smith. New pilot with a whopping 18 hours. With a whopping 18 hours since 2018. Okay. Marshall Smith. Interesting. Any other clowns flying around me that I need to be aware about before we go ahead and depart here? I would agree that it's pretty immature. Alright, let's get out of here. Hopefully. Don't see anybody else. I mean, seriously, who flies into Gorman? This little podunk green grass strip that nobody's ever even heard about. Alright. Full power. rudder. Our airspeed's coming alive. Let's rotate.
Caution. Too slow. Check AOA.
And barely make it up and out of there. Alright, we're going to climb up to about 6,000. We're going to put this thing into a spin. We're going to try and recover. Actually, first we'll just do some normal stalls. Before I try and spin it, I want to see how she stalls and where she brakes at. Alright, we're almost at 3,000. Once we get to 3,000, we'll level off, and then we'll do a power off stall. As long as this bozo, who's now 1,300 feet below me, doesn't try and do anything foolish. Alright, here we are, almost 3,000. Let's go ahead and level off here. Alright, bring power to 15. Bring all my flaps in. Alright, here we go.
Caution. Too slow.
Stall's imminent. There's the brake, stall.
Check AOA.
Alright. Lost about almost 500 feet on that. Can't get in at 40 knots. You need to make sure your water rudder's up. If you're dragging your water rudder, that could be an issue. Alright, we're gonna try another power on stall. 3,000. Power at 1,500. And full flaps.
Check AOA. Check AOA.
Alright, here we go.
Caution. Too slow.
Stall's imminent. There's the brake.
Check AOA.
power up. That's very interesting. Well, we're going to try this stall spin, and then we're going to try and work on our seaplane. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we might discover something together. For this next one, I want to go ahead and climb up to 6,000 feet. I'm going to try and punch right through this cloud layer here. Dreamhead, hello? I thought I was doing a power on stall too. Maybe it was a power off stall technically with 1500 in. So maybe it was technically a power off stall. Okay. So then a power on stall would essentially be climbing out at full power and stalling. Okay. So if we were going to attempt a power on stall, theoretically, we could just leave this power in, and then just bring it up, and up, and up, and up, and up. That stall is imminent. There's the brake. Incremental flaps, got it. And I've been told that, and other I've also been told if you're slow enough, you can do it all at the same time. You know, but I think I've been told incrementally more. Okay. Alright, we're 4,500. Cleveland. Alright. Let's get up to 6,000 and then we'll try this stall spin. And then how are we going to recover from that? Pair, Papa Alpha Romeo Echo, power to idle, ailerons neutral, the rotor opposite of the spin, and then, well, depending on if it's, you know, inverted or upside down or nose up, you know, possibly forward on the elevator. I don't know. We'll find out. 5,000. Jet, that's interesting. Definitely good to know. Alright, so we're going to initiate this from 6,000 feet. I'm curious to see how long it's going to, or how much altitude we're going to lose during the whole process. About there. Okay, 6,000. Let's go ahead and pull the power back here. Let's level off here. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself into kind of a deep stall, almost like a no-flap landing configuration type of stall. And then I'm gonna pull hard back on the elevator and put in full left rudder, and we will see what she does.
Check AOA. Caution, too slow.
There it is. Power to idle, neutral,
Sync rate.
opposite
Sync
rudder,
rate.
forward on the elevator.
Caution, too slow.
Alright. I was afraid to push forward on the elevator. Our attitude indicator is malfunctioning. Spundot, hello? What? Alright. What the heck? Alright, here's this clowns again. They just stay over there and do their thing. Just don't crash into me. Alright, we're gonna... I think I want to try that again. Let's get back up to 6,000. Obviously our turn coordinator here is malfunctioning. Yeah, our attitude indicator is gonna be in out until we get back down onto the ground and take care of that. No worries. Yeah, I've got our backup G5 over here. Alright, traffic just off to my 3 o'clock. Being silly. Just stay over there. Alright, I do see a Mansfield off to our right there. So we can use that to land. Alright, we're about back at our 6,000. Just level off here. Alright, and let's bring that stall back in. Make sure it looks clear, I don't see them anywhere. Alright, let's go ahead and bring the power out. Power to about 15. Alright, we're almost at our stall. Stall's imminent. And there it is. Didn't spin as much as I was hoping to on that one. Let's try it again. If we're 5,000 feet, we'll be alright, maybe. Alright, there it is. No, not quite a nose up. Well, that's alright. Alright, let's go back to Gorman when we try that landing again. some seaplane work. Sure did. Sure did fix the artificial horizon. So we're going to land here at Gorman. We're going to load up the 172 seaplane at David Wayne Hooks Memorial. And we're just going to kind of see what we're going to need to do to get that thing to work for us. Gorman traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot. We're going to be overflying the field to join the left downwind for runway 21, full stop Gorman. Surprisingly, and I don't know why, surprisingly, I'm only getting 25 frames per second, but the thing is running a whole lot smoother than X-Plane 11 when I would get 25 frames per second, and I don't understand why. Just, it's not as choppy with the same FPS, and I don't understand why. I'm not gonna argue it, it's just weird. Alright, let's give me flaps 10. We don't want to crash on this one. We're gonna make sure that we're a bit high, and then drop in there. It's supposed to be in a bit low.
Check AOA.
500.
Caution. Too slow. 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 Check AOA.
Gorman traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, final approach to 1, full stop Gorman.
Check AOA. Caution. Too slow.
What is this? This is a street light. That is a street light. Okay. I was wondering what that was down there. Alright. Well, I think for air worked out pretty decently. Still don't know what's up with those Hi, how are you? Yes. Okay. Love you. The first officer is on break. Alright, let's shut things down here. And then let's go and repair all of these damages from those spins just so that's done. Now, let's go ahead and start a new flight with our seaplane. And we'll go to Kilo Delta Whiskey Hotel. Which, of course it doesn't. Why would the sea lane be in here? Alright, alright, we'll go to Flagler. I know Flagler has a sea lane because that's another one of my airports. Kilo Foxtrot, India, November. Now, when we first get in here, it's gonna look a little weird. This is a brand new aircraft that I haven't loaded in yet, so we haven't manipulated it at all to fit just yet. But the first thing we're gonna do is just load up and see what objects are within the aircraft that we may need to get rid of for the sake of our visuals.
Caution, to caution, to caution, to check AOA.
Yeah, so there's some sort of strange phenomenon with the lighting or the water. Shampasta, hello, welcome. Currently in the process of checking our seaplane functionality. Tell you what, let me just see something here. We'll wave that down to ultra, see if that doesn't melt. Still having some sort of strange water phenomenon. Okay. So water rudder does not seem to be working there. Let's see, joystick.
Caution. Too slow. Caution. Too caution. Too slow. Caution. Too slow. Caution. Too caution. Too slow. Caution. Too slow.
Alright. Let's go into Plane Maker. Let's do some work. We will probably relaunch here. Let's see, X-Plane 12, Plane Maker.
Caution. Too slow. Caution. Too slow. Caution. Too caution. Too slow. Caution. Too caution. Too slow. Caution. Too caution. Too slow.
Then
Caution.
we're gonna
Too slow.
open
Caution. Too slow. Caution. Too caution.
the seaplane.
Caution. Too caution. Too slow. Check AOA.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my viewpoint and I'm going to set my latitudinal viewpoint to 0. What that's going to do is that's going to start my view right in the dead center of the aircraft. I'm going to increase my vertical viewpoint to about 1.8 feet. What that's going to do is that's going to raise the viewpoint just a bit. That's all that I'm going to worry about in there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Alter and I'm going to give this one a different name. And then this way I can recognize it. Okay. And then visualization. Let me just get rid of this fuselage here. What kind of interior objects do we got? Compass. Let's go ahead and get rid of that wet compass under the standard miscellaneous objects. I don't need that wet compass. I don't need the front seats. We'll clear the front seats out. We're going to clear out cockpit object number 2. And I know this stuff from doing it from the 172 tricycle gear. Gonna get rid of our inside glass, inside reflector. Where is our compass, magnetic glare shield? Get rid of that. Okay, got rid of all those objects. Next thing I need to do is I need to go into systems here And I need to go, stand corrected, I need to go under panel 3D. And then I need to swap the 530 for the pilot and co-pilot. So under the 530, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that for co-pilot, and I'm going to make uncheck co-pilot for the 430. What that's going to do is that's going to activate the 430 for COM1 in the aircraft. So we will go ahead and save that aircraft file before I reload the aircraft. The other thing that I need to do, well, I may not. 172 cockpit. Yeah, I'm going to have to edit the seaplane cockpit object. Since the tricycle and the float plane both use the same GPS, I don't need to modify those anymore. It was already modified. Essentially, in the GPS object files, you have to swap N2 with N1 and N1 with N2. And you need to do the same within the aircraft specific aircraft cockpit object file. And the way that I generally do that is I will just go to Notepad, edit, and replace. Then since you're swapping N2 and N1 and N1 with N2, you don't want to, confuse your entries with each other. So generally what I will do initially is I will find all the N1s. Actually, let me do this. Let me just find here. See how many we have to do. Okay. Alright. The thing you need to be careful of is sometimes N1 will also refer to a PNG file, which you don't want to modify. You don't want to modify that name because you want it to be able to find that file. But there is no PNG file associated in this object. So what we're going to do is just going to go to Edit, Replace N1, and not right for the time being. I'm going to replace all of N1 with N0. Okay. And what that'll do is that will allow me to find N2 and replace that with N1. And then replace all. And then I want to, remember we renamed N1 to N0. I want to find N0, and I want to name that to N2. The reason we have to do it like that is if you just named N1 to N2, then all your entries will be N2, and then you'll have an extremely difficult time deciphering which ones you're going to need. So let me go ahead and save that. So we saved that object, we saved the plane maker, so we should be able to reload this aircraft. Good evening, Jim. Hello, welcome.
Check AOA.
Yes, trim wheel is manual. I can adjust it manually, and the autopilot will take care of it. So yes, it is fully integrated. Hey, look at that, COM1. There we go. So that worked. Our GPS is working now. So let's see.
Approaching runway. Entered runway.
Alright, and then we're just going to save that as a quick view. Okay. This strange water phenomenon, though, I don't understand what's going on with that. We still don't have water rudder. So let me double check my water rudder settings here. That would be why. Okay, so we're gonna do custom commands. Okay. Engage, disengage. And then here we're gonna do custom commands. Gear up, gear down. Okay, let's see how that works here. Water rudder up. Gear up. Water rudder down. Water rudder up. Okay. This water is kind of weird. Let's go ahead and just take off and see what it looks like. I don't know if this is a terrain bug or has something to do. If it has something to do with the terrain or just where I'm at. So let's see. Anchor is off, water rudder's up. What do I know about the float plane? Should start up just like any other Cessna, right? Brakes on. What am I kidding? Brakes? There's no brakes in this thing. Master on, beacon on, full rich. Let's see if we can get it to start. Clear prop. Anybody swimming around here? Doesn't look like it. Max to start. There we are. Landing light. Avionics. So we'll probably do a couple here, just see how the float plane does, and then probably gonna have to jump off of here and call it a night. Alright, let's put our water rudder down for now. See if we can at least get do some taxiing. Okay. So far it's been pretty decent. It's a question just presented how X-Plane 12 has been so far. No mouth but must scream, welcome. Rolling into some water generating issues, and I don't know if it's just something on my graphics end here or what. Let's see here. See if our water rudder is responding. So it's not working our water. Our rudder pedals are not working our water rudder. Only our so let's just see if I can't even get us turned around so we can at least try and get out of here. Yeah, I know I'm not even in the buoy line, but that's alright. Yeah, that thing's got like no ground speed whatsoever. That's really kind of disappointing. Alright, gear advisory, up water. Landing gear down. Alright, so ground roll. Alright, so let's see how this water effect changes once we get back here into the water. Now in X-Plane 11 you couldn't move from land to water. See how this does. Okay,
Entered runway.
Gear up.
3,000 feet remaining.
yeah, that's WestJet. I think I'm experiencing what you've been talking about. I'm not sure why I'm not getting no speed whatsoever. The no mouth but must scream. The trim wheel I purchased from a developer based in the United Kingdom. It is powered by Arduino. It uses a a couple,
Approaching runway.
couple servo motors.
Entered runway.
Alright, WestJet buddy, not a problem. Thanks for modding for me this evening. Alright, well, let's see if we can't, until I can figure this out. Gear down. As soon as we get on land, we're getting a good ground roll. Alright, I got a runway over here that we're just gonna kinda take. When I say kinda, we're just gonna kinda take it. Runway 6 going into the wind, but that's fine. Alright, we're gonna have a tailwind here. Airspeed. Gear up. It's weird, I design airports, but I hardly ever fly them. So sometimes it's kind of neat to fly my my airport here. So what you guys don't know, and I'll just to kind of show you, sometimes I like to hide things in my airports that, you know, most people wouldn't necessarily see. So that's why when we fly right through the naval base here, you're going to see the do not enter signs and the oh man, it didn't have the effect I wanted. Alright, we're going to have to hit it lower. Oh, nope, no we're not. That's fine. Let me just show you what I wanted to show you here. We'll just let our plane kind of hang out and burn to a crisp. Alright, let me get my bearings straight here. So this is a naval armory down here at Flagler. And then, well, as you can tell, when I put this facade, well, you guys won't. Alright, here we go. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's see. You guys can't even see that. There you are. Alright. So this building right in front of us is the armory for the U.S. Coast Guard. And as you can see, I totally blocked the facade off. No way in and out. But when we get down here, I kind of go in here. Yeah, restricted area. So sometimes I like to hide little things like that in there, you know, for people that get exploratory. So, alright, I think our plane, yep, our planes are done. So we'll just go over here. Yep.
Caution, too slow.
Alright, C172JH, I appreciate it. You have yourself a good evening. Let's go ahead and shut things down here. We need to work on our float plane a little bit. I need to figure out what's going on with this weird phenomenon. I'm not sure why it's not drawing it on the two screens here. So avionics off, turn all of our lights off. Alright, water runners down, anchors away. Alright, the boat's just right out on the other side of the plane, so I'm going to catch the boat right over to the FBO, and I'll see you all there in just a couple minutes.
Alright, so there we have it. I do want to thank everyone for coming in today and hanging out. Well, I did some more exploring with X-Plane 12. Ran into a couple of rogue pilots in the central Ohio area earlier while we were doing our air work. It's not really, hasn't really happened to me too often, but it was interesting for sure. So air work in X-Plane 12, slow flight, steep turns, stall behavior, all of that seems to be pretty good. I want to try and work on getting the 170, and I know the 172 is difficult to get into a spin. It really is. But I do want to try and work on some spin recovery some more. And then we got our float plane at least set up for X-Plane 12. We got that all fit in the cockpit there. Although it's just got that weird water phenomenon, and we'll see if we can try and bring that back here. Well, we'll lose the audio if I do that. But just that weird water phenomenon, and I don't know if that's just because it's I'm just not. I don't have a powerful enough card to render it all, which could very well be. I'm only on a GTX 1080. It's a pretty old. It's an older card. But all in all, I think it was a decent flight. Decent time with X-Plane 12. There's still some work that needs to be done. Just in general, I think as a whole. But once they polish some of these couple things, I think it'll be a very sound and simulator. And like I said, I'm really happy with, even at 22 FPS, it's still running smooth enough for me to fly it. X-Plane 11 down when it's down that low, it's very choppy. But all in all, I think it was a good flight, and yeah. So I do want to thank everyone for coming in, hanging out with me. And some new follows today that I do want to say thank you for is Cessna 172 Juliet Hotel. Thank you for the follow. I am willing to Spundot. I am willing to try the the actual release. I tried the beta for multi-monitor and it did not work out in my favor. So I'm willing to try that. Once that comes out, I'll update and see what happens there. Um, yeah, but until that time comes, it's you know, I'm not gonna fire up MSFS because it's gonna give me problems. I know it will. But when the non-beta of SU10 comes out, we'll give that a shot. Classified NV, thank you for the follow. CMS Malarkey and the Kringlin. So thank you all for those follows. I do appreciate it. I had another follow here doing some offline time from Jay Skibo, so thank you for the follow. Yeah, until the next time, we might be doing a little something tomorrow evening. I don't know yet. The kids are coming back up. But until the next time, hope you guys all take care and stay safe. And let's see who we can go and send some love to. All right, let's go and send some love to Slant Alpha Adventures. Always great to hang out with. Looks like he's in MSFS 2020 on a BatSim event, or he's flying on BatSim in one of his events. So we'll send you over him. Spundot, appreciate it. And WestJet was in here doing some moderating for me. Thank you, buddy. I know you had to go earlier. And then No Mouth But Must Scream. Welcome aboard, and I was glad to have you aboard. Some other new people showed up today. Charlie 172 Joliet Hotel. And Dreamnid was here. Always a pleasure, my friend. And Kibo Zenji. Dude, if I did miss anybody, I do apologize. I do try and keep up with the chat. It's not always feasible when I'm flying the airplane. But until the next time, hope you guys all take care and stay safe. And let's go say hi to Slant Alpha Adventures. Have a good night.